Welcome to the show after the show with the Fantasy Footballers.
I told you it's not possible. I don't have, there's no voice. This is so stupid.
Oh, I love the best beginning. Welcome, everybody, to the show after the show. We are the Fantasy Footballers. Hopefully you just listened
It's
to our
ridiculous.
last podcast, YouTube, Fantasy Sports Network show.
There's a range I don't have.
And we all got to see it. And I thank you for putting yourself out there. Let's do the 1 through 10 again on the Primal
Oh
stream.
my gosh. Don't even, look, I don't even want to know this exists. I'm probably not even going to make it onto YouTube at this point. That was ridiculous. That's why I don't sing or scream on the show. I have
So
no range there. I could do like a really mean, like half-dead witch from a horror movie. That's about where it's at.
If Mike misses another show,
Did
we'll see
any
what that is.
audible sound come out?
Yes, it was.
There was?
It was something like a no. It was more of like a scream whisper, like a.
I can't believe you made me do that.
Oh, and the
worst
best part
is you told me 30 seconds before.
I was just that's so funny because we were saying the exact same thing, except I said it as the best part, and you said we're like about to start, and I go, you know what you got to do? He's like, no, I'm not doing the primal scream today.
I said there's no way I'm doing it, and then you're like, well, I'm not doing it.
Well, in your defense, you didn't really do it. So it's so great. What are we talking about today, Andy? On the show after the show,
I don't know, man.
sadness, depression.
I wanted to talk about breakfast food, but I'm just in a place now that is not hungry.
I think breakfast food can take you out of any slump you're in because breakfast food, putting
Look,
this out there, is the best food. Period.
Ron Swanson would agree. Please and thank you.
Yeah.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, we did a draft, a breakfast draft. We were at a we were at a conference, and Rob Cressy from Bacon Sports, that's the name of his company. He said, "Hey, let's do a breakfast draft. You guys are fantasy football experts. Let's see how you do on the breakfast draft." I got Bacon in the third round.
Dude,
it was ridiculous value.
You swept that. I was gone from this. I came back from wherever I was. that's never again. But I came back and I was like, all right, so you guys told me you did a breakfast draft. And I was like, okay,
Yeah.
so who got Bacon?
First, you
Yeah, I was like, so Bacon went number 1. So what is the best breakfast food? Because obviously, if you took him in the third round, you didn't take Bacon.
pancakes.
Pancakes.
I think
as
it's
the
pancakes.
number 1 breakfast food.
I think they're the best. Pancakes are great. And look, when I get pancakes, you've seen this. When I go to Cracker Barrel or wherever we go for lunch,
It's disgusting what he does. And delightful if you're eating.
I believe in a proportion of butter that is very high.
You don't see what he does is they come out and they bring like this giant ball of butter, you know, that sits there, and it's not
a
like you go to
mediocre-sized
Denny's and you
ball.
get this. You get like like a golf ball, and then he's like, "Can I get 3 or 4 or 5 more of these?" The soft butter, and then they bring them, and he uses all of it. It basically what you do is you make a butter syrup paste.
Yes. No, dude, you just said it. I think that the soup or the syrup and the butter,
soup. Yes, you put the.
they should be mixed together, and you should taste butter in every bite.
All right, so pancakes are your number 1.
Pancakes are my number 1. It's a fundamental part, but look, if you paint me the perfect breakfast, it's going to have bacon, eggs, and pancakes.
Yeah, I was gonna go. My best breakfast food was going to be cereal, just because there's so much variety, endless variety. It's like if you could only eat one breakfast food for the rest of your life, and you could do it as a category, then I would choose cereal. But it's not the best. If
It's
I said
not a meal. It's not a meal like a.
it's also one of those like, hey, what? It's your birthday. It's your birthday. You get breakfast in bed. What do you want? I'm not gonna say
cereal.
yeah,
Fruit
give me some
Loops.
cinnamon toast crunch, and I love cinnamon toast
Yeah.
crunch. So I'm gonna go. Can I go steak? This is my favorite.
People get steak.
Steak and eggs.
People get steak at Denny's. How does that happen?
It's
And
delicious.
do they go
everywhere.
home and do they get sick?
No, they don't. And no, I don't.
And no, they don't. And no, I don't. Let me say this. The best breakfast food situation is when you find the occasional restaurant that is willing to include pancakes as a bread. In the category of bread. So you get, I'm going to get the...
Whatever meal you get, it comes with a side of pancakes.
Right, because they say, hey, you can get toast. Like all breakfast meals will be like, hey, you get toast. Or another bread. And then it counts as either an English muffin or pancakes. And then you feel like you have stolen pancakes from their pockets.
You know what I've never seen on a breakfast menu? An English muffin section. You get a pancake section on every breakfast menu.
Yeah.
You don't see like a toast section and an English muffin section. So when those come together, It's pretty much like a magic. That company has my business.
I returned.
Yeah, absolutely.
I returned for repeated pancake sides.
And the alternative is equally true. When I go to a restaurant where everything is kind of like a la carte for breakfast, or like everything comes with, I'm used to the IHOP days as a kid where I got the sampler platter, and I want like 6 to 7 plates when my meal comes. Like I need this much space for my breakfast at a restaurant.
Is there a breakfast place that like brings out like a table sized like platter? Like let's just bring out almost like a buffet for the table where it's just like here's your eggs, your bacon. Then you could just proportion yourself. Here's a stack of pancakes. Here's
I think
obviously a tub of butter.
I think what you're describing is just called a buffet. Like there are places that have a breakfast buffet. And you serve yourself.
Just asked if there was a breakfast buffet that
Can we go
exists.
find a breakfast buffet? It's 11 o'clock.
That seems smart. So if you are still listening, which means that you're not dying in laughter from the beginning of the show, let us know what your favorite breakfast concoctions are. I'm defeated.
I love it. Best intro ever.